It's a super heavyweight robot, powered by a 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery, armoured in aluminium. The team also say that a huge amount of money's been spent building this robot. Let's see how that helps in the arena then. Unseeded this robot, but showing a lot of potential. It's a super heavyweight category robot, powered by a 12-volt sealed lead-acid battery, armoured in light aluminium. Cost an absolute fortune to build this robot. Let's hope it was worth it for them. Keep away from the fence on either side of the arena. There are mines buried under the surface. The silo control bunker holds the crowd, ready and eager to watch the robot carnage. The watchtower by the gate enables a really good view, but I don't think I'd like to be up there when the fighting starts. These giant rusty doors hide a sinister secret. The giant missile inside lies dormant, but it's still as deadly as ever. You don't want to get too close to the corner patrol zones. Once you're in there, it's more pain than you can handle. 3, 2, 1, activate! The crowd are waiting for something to happen here, working away with the flipper as it tries to get underneath. Always a crowd favourite, it's Dietor. Let's see if they can put that flipping arm to good use and maybe even avoid setting fire to that fur this time. The aluminium armour, not much defence against this kind of attack. Firestorm 2 is an expensive robot, but worth the money. Its wedge shape helps it catch its opponents and guide them onto its powerful flipper. And once a robot's upside down, it often can't get back up. The steel armour giving it some protection from the impact. Can the aluminium armour stand up to this? The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. On a tremendous charge now, speeding across the arena. Up and down as the flipper shows its intentions. Don't say you weren't warned. Immediately attacking, the weapon flicking away. I'm not sure how long the aluminium armour can hold up against this sort of impact. Look at Shunt's axe gleaming. He's just raring to go. Pushed into the clutches of Sir Killalot. Easy to punch through that aluminium armour with enough aggression behind it. My word, there's bits of robot all over the arena. The aluminium armour, not much defence against this kind of attack. Don't want to get too close to there, it's a long way down. It smashes in, but standing up fairly well to this battering. This is classic Robot Wars. Don't think they really wanted to do that. Knocked themselves out by driving straight into the... Cease! Definitely in with a chance of surprising everyone, this robot, unseeded today. It's a super heavyweight contender. It's a sort of box wedge-shaped robot with all the advantages of a wedge for tipping opponents over. Relying on a 12-volt sealed lead-acid battery for power, armoured in steel and very resilient to being cut or burnt. It's armed with a set of small electric lifting spikes powered by a lorry windscreen wiper motor. It's armed with a vicious, three-pronged rending spike. This is one of the most expensive robots we have competing today. Nothing was too good for this team. Three, 2, 1, activate! The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. The steel taking the punishment well so far. The flipper just aiming to get underneath. Here it comes again, trying to impale with the spike. The spike piercing its target. Not much damage, but it's made a start. The flipper not finding it too easy. But it's going over! I'm not sure how long the aluminium armour can hold up against this sort of impact. The steel armour giving it some protection from the impact. It's carnage! Devastation! It's Robot Wars! Cease!
Prepare yourself.
Here we have the 12th and final seed. It's a heavyweight robot. It's shaped like a kind of domed wedge, powered by a 5 horsepower 4-stroke petrol engine. Armoured in titanium, it's armed with a set of horizontal lifting spikes, just right for tipping robots over or pushing them into arena obstacles. No expense spared on this robot. Let's hope the results live up to expectations, or someone's going to want a refund. And it even comes prepared for a power cut with those strong headlights. Three, 2, 1, activate! Not a lot happening here. The crowd want more action. Don't want to get too close to there. It's a long way down. The aluminium armour, not much defence against this kind of attack. The titanium armour, not as effective against that impact as they'd like. Heading over to push and tip it if it can. The flipper doing its best, but nothing happening. Trying to get under there with a flipper. A gentle push there. That won't do much damage. A gentle flip as it lifts and topples. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. The crowd getting restless, waiting for them to get going. Up and down as the flipper shows its intentions. Don't say you weren't warned. Bits and pieces everywhere. You could melt them down, I suppose, and make a whole new robot out of them. Not sure how long the aluminium armour can hold up against this sort of impact. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. The flipper's broken. Nothing to fear from that anymore. The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. They can't right themselves here. I'm afraid it's game over. The steel armour giving it some defence against the attack. The armour holding out well against the charge. Metal everywhere. And the crowd love it. Watch out for those mines. Pushing and shoving. You need something to push into it hard to do any damage. The titanium armour not as effective against that impact as... Cease!
Prepare yourself.
Unseeded in this competition, but could have a few surprises up its sleeve. It's a super heavyweight competitor. A slightly unusual domed wedge shape to this robot. That's interesting. A 5 horsepower 4-stroke petrol engine giving this robot all the power it needs. Armoured in heavy steel. It's armed with these small electric lifting spikes powered by a 12-volt motor. It's armed with a 3-pronged titanium spike, allowing it to ram and defend from 3 different angles. The team also say that a huge amount of money's been spent building this robot. Let's see how that helps in the arena then. The Van de Graaff balls are a fun touch. 3, 2, 1. Activate! Not a lot happening here. The crowd want more action. The steel taking the punishment well so far. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. Coming in to pin it down with the ideal pushing weapon there. The flipper just aiming to get underneath. Skull dragged. Oh, I know that feeling well. It's here for us all to experience. The skull dragger. They can right themselves. Something's wrong. It looks like they're out of the contest. Could be in trouble here. Sakei looks angry. Don't want to get too close to there. It's a long way down. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. Tough steel armor, making it harder to cut into, of course. And Shunt sees his chance. Here he goes. Attention. Cease.
Prepare yourselves.
Very highly rated robot, this one. It's seeded second. It's a super heavyweight robot, powered by a 12-volt sealed lead-acid battery, shielded with steel, and very resilient to being cut or burnt. Cost an absolute fortune to build this robot. Let's hope it was worth it for them. Three, 2, 1, activate! The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. The armor holding out well against the charge. Onto its side as the flipper labours under the effort. More power needed, I think. And in it comes Saram with the spike. Another small gouge out of it. Needs to get a bit more weight behind it to do more than scratch, though. The steel taking the punishment well so far. Can the aluminium armor stand up to this? The spike hardly scratching in that poor attempt. Must try harder. This has all the makings of a classic battle. I'm not sure how long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. No real damage that time. Just a bit of a jolt. Keep away from the open doors. There's no way out of that pit. In comes that heavy blade now. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. Trying to get under there with a flipper. Thudding in. Not strong enough to do too much damage. Don't think they really wanted to do that. Knock themselves. Cease. Crack open the vodka and celebrate. They are the Russian Rampage champions.